Wahid, we're playing the video. We'll play it first when Okay. All right, guys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey. Full house. New York. I love it, man. Freddie and I, we were coming to the hotel. Of course, we were playing our little Pandora, our song on the iPad or whatever, and what's the lady? Alicia Keys and Jay-Z song came on, so we was loving it. It was a beautiful thing. And I love coming to New York, guys. I think I've been here a lot of times, actually. We have business here, and we were here before Ignite actually launched. But before I get into a little bit about my story, I do want to give it back up to all the speakers. It is such a wonderful job. Jasmine Kelly, who graciously introduced me up front. Also, Wahid, what's up? Hassani, okay, I got it right. And Chum Soy, where is he? Okay, all right. And my best friend, Frederick Taylor, did a wonderful job, guys, getting us going for this Super Saturday. And I can tell you guys, I got in this business in 06. The company was a year old. And so what I want to share with you guys in my closing remarks before we talk about this next slide is what I did to my mind, what I did to myself, what I thought about, what made me get to the position that I'm in now. I'm no different from anybody else. And success always leaves clues. And I'm going to share with you some of those mind principles and those things that I filled my head up with that helped me along the journey. Because there's a big difference between being excited and being committed. And it's important to talk about that. But I can first talk about what's important to close out this Super Saturday, guys, because one thing that we use tremendously is the power of big events. And I can tell you, I can't even remember how many events I've been to. So many Super Saturdays, so many all-city VPs, so many meeting presentations. Matter of fact, when we got started, we went to pretty much everything that was going on in our city. And if you're someone who utilizes the fear of loss, the power of fear of loss, which means people do more for what they stand to lose and what they stand to gain, then that's something that'll move you. And so this next slide, guys, is something that I'm very, very, very passionate about as far as what to jumpstart your business. Because I'm going to tell you like this. If you were part of the board of directors at your company, and you were part of management, or if you were president of the company, you have meetings, right? Yes. So this is a required meeting, guys. Ignition is. It's a State of the Union address. It's a board meeting. It's a shareholders event, if you will. It is so vital and so important to success in your business. Matter of fact, you haven't really been indoctrinated into Ignite until you go to Ignition. By show of hands, how many of you guys already been to Ignition before? And put your hands down. About a show of hands, how many of you guys plan on? We saw the hands that went up for those who plan on going, but now, how many of you guys plan on going to Ignition by show of hands? It's serious, guys. Let me put it like this. I invested $329 like everybody else. And back in 06, I had no idea what it was going to turn into, and I'll tell you my story in a moment. But I'm telling you guys, $329 investment turned into over $1 million. Woo! Sorry. So I'm going to tell you this. So if you knew that your $329, $350, because the website, would turn into 7 figures, and I told you that one of the main components to that type of income was that you go into a major events. Would you do that? Yes. Would you do it? Yes. Yes. And so we tell them all the time, we go to events that there's nothing to gain in return. We go there for the camaraderie. We go there for just to feel good and party. But this event here, guys, a shareholders meeting, where this is what I would call a launching pad to the future of Ignite. My 8 years have been very spectacular, but I am so without any words. I'm speechless as to what's about to happen in the next 8-10 years in this company. It's about to be mind-blowing, y'all. It's about to be out of control. So let's roll that beautiful big footage. Y'all still working on this? So they told me to keep on talking. So okay, while I get that going, guys, let me share my story with you real quickly. And I want to express, guys, that there's nothing extraordinary as to what got my wife and I in this position of being production director, because I'm gonna tell you, and it kind of mirrors a lot what Kobe said, and also what Wahid said, because Wahid was in a commercial cleaning business, and so was I. I was in the cleaning business as well. And I wouldn't have got into Ignite had it not been for my wife answering the phone from someone who was pestering her to see this business. It was only until she answered the phone from a phone number she didn't recognize. So you have these one-off type of situations, guys, that are what I would call divine interruption. Because had it not been for, see, you know, the thing is, you pray, you want, and you desire, and then things show up, and you put your hands up, you put your wall up. You don't want to hear it, because you don't know where blessing's gonna come from.
Right.
So here it goes. My wife and I, we were entrepreneurs. You know, we're talking about from early 2000s, even late 90s to early 2000s. I became unemployable. I got tired of seeing my wife, who had never worked for anyone in her life. She was in the haircut business, very successful, did a lot of celebrity hair, flew around the place. And so she would, and she had a talent for that, but she would grow and refine her talent to the point where she would make way more money in a day that I can make probably in a week. And so I was in corporate America. I was a account manager for a big bottling company in Texas. And so my job was to make sure they made a bunch of money. And every time I would meet my sales quotas, the next quarter I would get a new number.
Wow.
And I thought, okay, I got to get that conveyor belt because they're going to kill me. And I look at people who were working the job that I was in 4, 5, and 10 years longer than I didn't like the income they were paid. So I said, okay, I got this situation where I got to make some decisions. And so I knew what life was for my wife, and I wanted it for myself, but I didn't have that skill. So I was trying to find something that I could do. I knew that it was about leverage. That's what's so important about when you go to Ignition. You're going to hear about one of the foremost leader when it comes to leveraging things to create income, which is Robert Kiyosaki in his Rich Dad Poor Dad. We'll talk about that in a second as well. So here we go. I'm trying to make the story short until they cue me over here. So anyway, I stuck my neck out and started a business for myself. I was in the delivery business. You know, I had a two-way radios mounted to the house. I had, you know, trucks going. I hired some friends and family, and then the gas went up. And all of a sudden, the profit I thought I was going to make was gone to the gas station. So that's a failure, right? But I learned a lot. See, they said you're either going to win or you're going to fail, but in the interim, you're learning. Because failure is nothing but learning. So anyway, so I said, well, I liked that. I liked the fact that I was bold enough and I had enough a nerve to do that. But now I was bitten. Remember, guys, once your mind has expanded from which it came, it can't go back. So I was on that journey. So I started looking at a lot of things. So I saved my money up, and then I invested in a commercial cleaning business, a franchise. You guys heard of Janny King? You guys heard of Clean Net? Well, I gave them tens of thousands of dollars to help them get me in business. But what happened was, with that, guys, what I essentially did was purchase a job. It's like Wahid said, you know, you're up late at night. You wearing all these hats. So and it was a blessing in disguise, because as I dutifully did that job or that business, I was in a place where I was able to focus on things I had never focused on before. Because how many of you guys remember around the early 2000s, and if you were bored or stressed out or didn't have a job, you were up late at night watching TV, right? What was on late night TV in the early 2000s? Infomercials talking about what? Real estate. Carlton Sheets, midgets, everybody making money, right? I was one of those people that invested in Carlton Sheets. I bought the VHS cassettes because, you know, they were there. And then I didn't do nothing. I kind of treated the VHS cassettes like a treadmill in January. Or, you know, I get to buy it in January, then I hang clothes on it in March. Right? So we do that with these things. We think buying the thing is going to change us. But it ain't going to happen. Okay? So we're going to talk about a little bit how you get out of that rut as well. So time progressed on. I'm at home. I'm having to get up and clean, pull trash out. I'm having to go back to these accounts because I'm a person that's working. I'm doing management. I'm paying the commissions to the company, and yet I have a job, but I have a business. And so as time went on, I'm frustrated. And then I look on infomercials. I don't know, 2001 or 2 or 3. Guess who's on TV now? Carlton Sheets with an updated version. He got them on DVDs now. So it's really going to make me successful now. I bought the VHS, but now that ain't doing it for me. So I figured if I get these DVDs, I'm going to make some money. So I bought the DVDs, and they came home. I looked at them. I saw the thick book. I said, I ain't going to do it. And then something clicked. I don't know what happened. I don't know if something has to click in a lot of y'all's lives, but something clicked with me. And I'm telling you guys this because I'm sharing with you that I'm a real regular person. There's nothing different from you and I other than I was at a place where I made sure I did not forgive or forget my pain. That's another success clue. Get in the habit of never forgiving or forgetting your pain. You're going to need it. So whatever got you pissed off enough to join at night, keep looking at that to get you pissed off to get up to do something about your business that you now have. So I spent all this money on these DVDs, and if I can't wait around for an MP3 version, right, or some kind of ultraviolet, the cloud version. I had to do something now because stuff is happening around me. So I looked at the stuff. I said, I got to make a decision to do something. So long story short. So anyway, I put my first foot out, and then I leaned forward, and all of a sudden my next foot went forward, and I was walking. I was in business. So that led me on a journey of purchasing dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of properties to the point where I was the youngest and the most successful landlord investor in North Texas. And I was very excited about that, but you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. Like Kobe said, he's over here with a great job. I ain't trying to hear nothing. Life was really good to my wife and I. Her business is doing real well. I mean, I'm living in a gated community, $100,000 cars everywhere, feeling really good. But I'm not an arrogant person at all, guys. I'm very humble, but I'm sharing with you because an earthquake came down our street. And that was a real estate collapse. And I think Chong said it too. He said, the asset is not the house, y'all. The asset is the ability for it to make money. And then when the economy crunched, everybody felt. When the government got the sniffles, America got the cold. The citizens got the cold. And so I don't care how impervious or Teflon you thought you were in business, recession-proof wasn't that for real estate. Because when people couldn't pay rent, couldn't pay their mortgage, guess what? They could hide the car. They can do things and work things out. But I'm telling you guys, what kicked in my head is that when people said, Mr. Thomas, I'm going to be late on this rent, or I can't pay it because my electricity bill is too high. Success leaves clues. This is before I got into it tonight. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? I have this lifestyle. I have this big monkey of debt collector saying every month their hands in front of me asking for it. So I have to maintain, I have to keep this stuff afloat. So here I am, I can't go back to work. Remember I told you I'm unemployed. I can't do much in real estate because the market is shut down. Can't buy nothing. Banks ain't giving loans or anything. Not even homes to buy. It's just shut down. So, okay, and my wife's salon, of course, people can't get their hair done because they can't afford it. They're getting done in the kitchen at home. Or they're missing appointments. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And so it has a ripple effect for every business. So here we are going, okay, so we don't want to collapse our lifestyle. What do? Hard-headed. Stuff come up, people got ideas. I don't want to hear that I've been here before. I'm looking for something that's better than that. You're looking for something that you think is going to be the answer. The darkest time, the darkest part of night is right before sunlight. So here's what happened. Neighbor, y'all know her, Rosalie Jefferson. She's an ED. Yes. We're in her business. So we're praying, we're hoping, we're wanting things to change for us, and then along comes her husband at the time, sharing with us about this business. You know the kind they come up with their network marketing swagger. You keep your options open to come and make money. People trying to recruit you, right? They got that network marketing swagger, and you know what's coming. It sounds like Amway and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we were like, no, Robert, we're good. It's great. So I just want to let you know about it. It's this company about getting paid electricity bills. So great. We pushed them off, and then a barrage came of phone calls. He called me back to back every day just because I think I just spoke to him. They say you green, you're in. I think I smiled too long. He caught the message that I was interested. So he started hitting my phone up, guys. I'm like, Rob, so I'm ignoring his phone calls. I'm ignoring him, not answering him like we all do. And so he started working on me for after about 30 days. He sicked his wife on my wife. And so, and this is what happened. So this true story so y'all can connect. And so my wife is in the same place. We're in a place where we're looking, we're skipping, we're looking over dollars trying to find nickels and dimes. Like, okay, well, the phone's ringing. It's one of them things that we think we know what it is. We think we know what it's about. It's about one of those getting people to buy vitamins and coffees and girdles and all that kind of stuff. Makeup and stuff. Y'all understand we got an auto ship, tie your credit card down. I wasn't trying to do that. Remember, trying to find money, not give money. Right. So that's another litmus test. Whatever is asking for your money every day for auto ship, run. I'm trying to tie these clues in there. So okay, so we didn't know. We were hard-headed. So the phone kept ringing, my wife kept ignoring like I did, and then divine intervention kicked in again. So Rosalie called from the phone number my wife didn't recognize. And my wife thought it was a clown. My wife is a realtor. She had, does hair and all that stuff, so has a salon. And so, you're going to answer the phone. It's money. It's Rosalie. And how many of you guys answer the phone and hate that you answer the phone? You try to put on that game face like you loving that person. Hey, what are you doing? I'm doing nothing. I'm just thinking about you. Why you call me? So she answers the phone and she goes, hey, little baby, it's Rosalie. Robert's been trying to get hold of Elbert, and he wanted me to get you guys out and blah 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 blah. You guys would be so great. The whole selling thing. And Labiba, of course, we're neighbors, and we can't like really treat her that bad because we're neighbors. So Labiba commits, and she's a tough person. She commits to go see this thing. And Labiba, I always try to get her to do things that I'm interested in, and she really is not easy. She's not easy to sell. So long and behold, she goes out to the meeting that she promised Rosalie she would attend, and I'm out there underneath a sink fixing houses because I did all my management myself. And I'm like maybe 25 miles from where this meeting is. She's texting me about 35, 40 minutes into it, like the landscape or the beginning of the money. So she's like, you gotta get up here. I'm like, what? Because I knew where she was going. I'm like, look, I know they didn't suck you in. And I'm like, yeah, get up here now. Why you can't just tell me what it is? Why do I have to get up here? Can't you just tell me what happened? So it's big enough to where I had to come up there. So I got in my car, sped up there, and I got there. And I think I saw just the last couple slides, but what got me was the size of the room was just like this. Maybe another 50 or 60 more people. It was jam-packed. Now here I am, at a point where I thought, remember, I'm not employed anymore. I thought that I knew everything. I thought whatever would be out there that's making money to that level, I should know about it. So you kind of, what is it? I don't know about it, so it can't be nothing. So anyway, what got me was that my wife was excited, and then it was the weekend that was right after that day we met for the meeting. And here's how the fear of loss should be your friend. So our neighborhood is a gay neighborhood. Everybody, kind of we're a close-knit community. And so when someone has a party, we all know about it because we all invited to the party. And so we go, and it's a Saturday, we go home, we make a loop around the neighborhood to see how people are doing. And as we leave our street, the cars started to pile up along the street. And we didn't know where those cars were leading to. But those cars lined up and down our street were leading to Robert and Rosalie's house. And I'm like, okay, so Robert had a party and didn't invite us. and so as we got down to the bottom where Robert and Rosalie's home is, they came out and a bunch of people poured out of the house. It was great timing. And I'm like, what's up? He was like, hey, so he's rushing towards me. I'm like, I should be mad. You should be. Why are you happy that that I didn't invite him to the party? Because he's happy. So he rushes out and goes, hey, what's up, man? I was like, hey, dude, Robert, what's happening, man? Good to see you, man. But you guys having a party? No, man. We're having a house meeting. I said, oh, really? Okay. I said, what about what? He goes, no, the meeting, the living we went to, you guys, you came late. We're having a house meeting. And okay, now what's happening in my head is that I scoped the lot out. Those were my neighbors. So that I know real well. So okay, so Robert had a head start on getting people that I would want to get. Oh my God! I said that's Sharon and there's William. I mean, wait a minute. Okay, I said Robert. So I said they're all coming in. He goes, yeah, a lot of them came in tonight. I said, well, we got to come in now. I got to come in. I have to come in so he won't get people in front of me. I'm competitive. So long story short, hopefully. So we got into the business, guys. It was April 6th, 2006, around 8:34. I got it memorized. He signed up at the corporate office, and so we put our money on the line, guys. And the thing that we did, we jumped into the business, and we jumped in with no reservation. We jumped in knowing that our options were exhausted. There wasn't going to be any new clients coming to the hair business. There wasn't going to be any new deals in real estate. There wasn't going to be any contracts in my commercial cleaning business. I had to make Ignite work. Amen. There wasn't a plan B. I have no more options. So the thing is this, and I guess we'll play the video at the end. The mind principle, the thing that mattered to my wife and I, or to me, and I know my wife co-signs, is that number one, whenever you start your business, or whenever you leave here and hit reset and restart your business, it's going to be extremely important an imperative that you do not let people rent space in your head for free.
That's right.
Amen.
And I know you probably heard this a bunch of times. Let me tell you what the deal is. The number one obstacle that keeps you from building a massive team is the aura about your uncertainty about what you're doing, conveying over to somebody who's seeing it.
All right now.
And the reason why, because people need to know that you're firmly footed solidly in what you're doing.
That's right.
Because remember, the fear of loss is in every one of us.
That's right.
If somebody sees that you really got your act together and you're really about to do something in life, oh, they're not going to miss it.
All right.
So you're not serious enough to convey that I'm leaving without you.
That's right.
Y'all know the two main principles is nobody wants to be the first to do something, nor do they want to be the last.
That's right.
Psychology stuff I'm going to let y'all know about. These are important. No one wants to be the first or the last. No one wants to be sold anything, but they want to buy everything.
Yeah. That's right.
How do you use those to your advantage? Stop being so quick to dump your business in front of people. Very, very important. These are success principles. Now, the thing I mentioned earlier. Think about what's happened in your life that's painful. What's happening? Where the money falls short? The job? Somebody lost a job? Somebody got medical bills? You got kids with issues? Grandparents? You got to deal with your parents? Where is the pain? And see, the thing is, we love to forgive and forget. That's great for the healing. But for the positive side of motivation, please remember and reinforce. Because if you can think about what got you to that point of saying, I got to do this different. I can't go into 2014 with this old procrastination, slow to move activity. Because a saying that I'm adopting to myself is, that's real talk.
That's real. Keep it real.
And focus on the green in 2014. Focus on the green in 2014. And now here's another thing too. Before you let anybody rent space in your head for free, which means that they're taking everything out and never putting nothing in, and you let them stay in there, because whatever they say about what you're doing, whatever they feel about what you're doing, you let that occupy and change your personality. You might have been a bubbly, happy-spirited person, but because you're around so many negative people, you've become a person you weren't born to be.
Yes.
And let me tell you what to do, y'all. This is real critical. So somebody, hey, I got this opportunity I'm doing. I got this business I'm a part of. And I'm really happy about it. How about that free energy thing? All the things that you use to move your business, to touch people with your business. Well, the thing is, when someone who's negative based anyway, or don't have a lot of things going on in life, and because you're going somewhere in life, you make them feel inadequate and inferior. So what they do is beat your blessing down so that way you can come down to their level, so they can feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Pull the resume. Pull the resume. What is that? Everybody has a resume. So when someone says, that thing, and I don't need to, let me tell you how those things go down. That's one of them, all those little things they say. Pull the resume. Okay, so now you're giving information that sounds qualifiable. So you're saying stuff that sounds like you you can do this. You're qualified to tell me stuff. So pull the resume and look at it. Says here you've never been to Disneyland. You don't know how to read a map. You don't live where I want to live. You don't dress the way I want to dress. You don't have the car that I want, or you don't drive the car I want. You got fired. No, thank you. Not gonna hire you.
Okay.
You're not gonna matter to me.
That's right.
See, the problem is we're taking everybody's resumes and let these people get hired in.
Yes, sir.
They come right on in, destroying your ambition, messing up your passion that you have for what you're trying to do yourself. Because we're saying that what this person said and what they do is valid for me changing my spirit of my business.
Right.
So you say, well, how in the world can somebody who hasn't seen, is not in, don't know about business ownership, knock me off my job? Because we didn't pull the resume. So never let people give you advice on things they don't know anything about. never forgive the pain that got you to make the change. Never forget the fact that if it ain't you, then who it's going to be? Because here's the deal. And this stuff happened to me. This is some talk that I had to have with myself and people who I looked up to. And a lot of us in this business are people in our family who you probably all they got. Think about it. You're probably the only one in your family that's got the gumption, the entrepreneur spirit to make everything different for the rest of the family. You might be the only one, what they call the black sheep, where you don't really like working on jobs. You like to try to do things your way, and you like to be entrepreneurial and do all these things. Don't you realize that you're in a rare cut of people that's on earth? See, out of 100 people, 97 of them are going to, at age 65, be dead or dead broke. Why? And first of all, what happened to the 3 people out of the 97, out of the 100? Where did they end up? Who were they? Why did they end up in that same fate as the 97 people out of 100? You know who those 3 people are? Your boss. People like Rob Snyder. The people that you go to work for every day, those are the 3 people that stood out of line and said, why are we all in line and where is the line going? They dared to question. And everybody said, oh, you're crazy, get in line and just be quiet. Well, they know what they're doing, we just follow the masses. And then somebody said, no, I ain't going to just follow. I've got my own sense of direction, my own sense of discernment. I'm not letting you guide me down a place where you don't know about, nor do I. So they stood out of line and became an entrepreneur. So hold yourself in high regard with high esteem, because to have yourself here as an MD, as an SD, as an ED, future PDs, all you got to do is keep a clear path on where you're trying to go. Wake up every day with some direction and deliberate action. Because whatever got you in a place of doing something for yourself, all of us had worked for someone at some point. But what got us here is because we are mad and sick and tired of what has happened to us. Yes. And guess what? It's on you. It's on me. Y'all, it's on me. I'm probably doing the best out of all my siblings. I know I am. And my cousins and my friends, everybody. So if I don't break through, what I'm going to leave? What I'm going to do? What message am I going to carry someone? See, the key is what you're saying isn't as loud as what you're doing. So people got to see you win. So you're going to get a massive team in your business. You are. You're going to get a massive team. And let me tell you something. Because of the discipline that I was able to learn a long time ago about not forgiving my pain, and everybody been telling their stories, I'm going to tell you mine. Got into the business. My wife and I went MD in 19 days. We went ED in 4 months. And we went SD in 4 months and went ED in 2 years. We've been in the top income earners, the top 25 for 4 years, 5 years. It'll be 5 years in and guess what, guys? I'm just a regular kind of guy. I don't like wearing ties. Yeah, okay, let me keep going. So I'll tell you that you got to keep going. Is nobody's kind of sitting back. So I got this pen on. Y'all see this pen? Got 50 on it. That means our team with the Power Group, y'all probably heard of the Power Group. And so the thing is, guys, is that we get these pens, we do things at a higher level. I mean, than what's expected of us. Why? Because, like Jasmine said, why get 15 customers? Go ahead and get 18. Get a buffer. So I got a lot of customers, y'all. This means I have somewhere between 50 and 100 personal customers. Wow. And I'm 140 directors wide.
Yes.
I got 140 some people in my business.
Yes.
And we got 80,000 customers. Wow. And we got 12,000 associates. Why? Because I can't wake up every morning and not remember what made me so mad. I can't stop remembering that. I can't stop thinking about my mom and my nieces and my cousins and my family and my friends. They need this. People need this. So guys. So the reason why I wanted to kind of go there, because that's my spirit, that's who I am. So if you ever hear me speak, guys, I talk like this all the time. Because everybody's capable of getting this done. Raise your hand if you've been in your job. I'm sorry, raise your hand if you've been working for somebody more than 10 years.
I have.
Guess what? I've been in business 8 years. You already showed up to the business overqualified. You got everything it takes to put the time in.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, it don't even take the time you put in your job.
That's right.
I wish I could go back and say, hindsight saying if I'd have done a little bit more back then, I would have been better off today.
Right now.
So I'm saying is, so I go back and review myself. I probably worked about, part-time, maybe 2-3 hours a week. Something real little. And some of us working less than that, aren't we?
Yes.
But we think that it should be a lot bigger, but we go back and grade our time out. We put in real ridiculous short time.
Yes.
So I'm telling you guys, we already come to the table fully ready to succeed by measures you can't even dream about. If you gave it 10%. Man, lose your mind and go give it 20%. 20%, you eat in record numbers like some of these other successful people.
Yes.
And so, because remember, I had all these real estate problems I had to deal with. My wife had a salon, I had a commercial, I had all this going on, guys, when I got in Ignite. But guess what? The business people find a way. I'm going to say this other clue before we play the ignition thing. You want a way to get a lot of people in your business fast?
Yes.
Make that list of everybody you know.
Make a list.
We do that, everybody knows do that. But grade the list based on personality type. Not the typical red, green, all that kind of stuff, and urchins and dolphins that we learn. I'm saying grade the list. Rank the list of names in the order of enthusiasm, happiness, smiling ability. That's your first giveaway to a success clue in bringing someone to your business quickly and having them go to work. Find people who smile a lot. Find people who love laughing, love joking, love loving people, love life. Please talk to them first. Please. Because all the winners I saw up here, I look at everything in a psychological way. Because that's my strength. And I notice everybody's smiling. You'll always find the most successful people in life are the bubbliest people, the ones who will rush and what can I do? I'll volunteer. Those people, tell them about your business first. To make your business have a top-heavy feature with positive people.
Yes.
Because what it's going to do is give you that aura I talked about in the beginning.
The man is teaching. He's teaching. The man, get it. I'm sorry.
I know y'all didn't come to get all this. But we need this. We need this to have 2014 to be our charge, right? I'm going to finish out. Because what I talked about...
That's right. That's right.
Because what I talked about, guys, earlier when I got started, when I had my extra time they gave me, that aura, that kinetic energy that we all have, whether you recognize it or not, is that of assuredness, that of focus, that of determination, that is of by any means and will necessary. That's what people pick up on. So when you reset or sign into the business today, because some of you are in the business, but I want you to get it again. And that means that when you go out and work in business, I would like for you guys to bring people in, take advantage of this money. We're going to get out of here so we can go get it, because there's some more stuff I ain't showed y'all yet. Some new stuff. So don't get out of here. It's not over. Because, guys, whenever you go talk to those positive people first, your self-esteem, your confidence. So there's a step process. Knowledge equals confidence equals enthusiasm. You let a child learn their ABCs or 1, 2, 3s, they run in the house telling aunts, uncles, and mamas and sisters and siblings, asking you, hey, I know ABC. They can't wait to tell you and show you they can spell or count or whatever. So whenever you know what you know, learn your business, it builds that confidence to speak to people, and then enthusiasm, which is a phenomenon. That's the thing that people feel about people. That's that it thing. That it factor that says, I don't know something about him, man, but he ain't finna leave my sight. He going somewhere. Y'all women got that real down. I see a good man. He going somewhere. He going somewhere in life. He's something good about him. So that's the thing you get, guys, whenever you are serious and you have success. You have success history. So when you bring those positive people that are smiling, that are happy in your business, they're gonna sign up, guys. I promise you, they're gonna come into business.
Yeah.
But even if they don't do anything in the business, they did something for you. They came in. So when you go to that person who really can tear this business up, that person who's a superstar needs to see and feel that you know what you're doing.
Yes.
And when you come and sit down with a one-on-one, they're like, I know you make the money because it's something about you that I feel, but they don't know, but you know that you got 4, 5, 7 people in your business already. So when this heavy superstar person starts to maybe reject or turn you down, no sweat off your back. I already got people in my business.
That's right.
I'm a success.
All
right.
I'm proven.
Yes.
I'm MD. I got people already in my team. So the person who's a superstar, who's a shark, they see this. Because believe it or not, a shark or a superstar, they really got a problem with fear of loss. That's a good thing. That means they're so competitive that they're not going to sit here and and if they feel like they're in a better position than you in life, financial, whatever, and they see that you're blowing up in the business, that they think that how you successful and you being you, and they see that, you're going to force them to join the business and with the lightning crack.
Yes.
They're going to say, ain't no way in the world I'm going to let this person who I know that, I'm their boss, or, I'm their older sister, or I'm this. I'm not going to let this person sit up here and run circles around me financially because they don't leave me.
That's right.
So that's the thing you need to build up in your aura.
Yes.
And that comes from talking to people who has your best intention, best interest in mind, because they will help you out. Now, so, is it enough time? Mm-hmm. All right. So guys, this is what's critical. Whatever you got to do, guys, I know it could be a financial situation to get to ignition. But because we're dealing with, come on, set it right. We're dealing with a reintroduction of a company, and we're talking about launching into a new industry for the company. Y'all got what Rob said, right? Y'all, it's amazing. So this video right here, can I just click the button? This video right here, guys, should compel you to want to get yourself there. Bring a bus. Y'all caravan or something, but get to this ignition, guys.